Hello and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News on this Thursday, March 12th. Grant Olson is away tonight. I'm Jefferson Robbins. I hope you've stood up well against the wind and the changing weather. We'll talk about that along with some of the other stories we have coming up for you tonight. Chelan County's chief building and zoning official is accused of harassment of a subordinate, and one of her deputies is also named in the civil lawsuit. And a water main break in Chelan puts the east edge of the city on alert as its water supply is threatened. We mentioned the high winds experienced around the area overnight. It turns out that had some real effects on people's ability just to keep the lights on. Your full local weather forecast is coming up. Multiple people were injured in a 3-car crash yesterday afternoon near Leavenworth. According to the Washington State Patrol, a 2019 Dodge Ram driven by 46-year-old Jason Cullum of Linwood was traveling westbound on Highway 2 near milepost 94 shortly before 5 p.m. when he lost control. Police say Cullum crossed the center line and struck an eastbound Dodge Ram 3500, which then hit a westbound Ford F-150. Cullum was transported to Cascade Medical Center in Leavenworth, and the two men inside the Dodge Ram were taken to Confluence Health Hospital in Wenatchee. The driver and passenger of the Ford F-150 were uninjured. The cause of the crash is under investigation, although it occurred during heavy snow and rain. A former Chelan County Community Development employee is suing the county, alleging the department has a hostile work environment where she endured on-the-job sexual assault. Cindy Wright alleges that Chelan County and two department executives, Director Dino Walter and Assistant Director Kirsten Riles, discriminated against her on the basis of sex, age, and disability, according to her lawsuit filed February 27th in Grant County. Wright recounts several incidents of alleged workplace harassment, including one instance in which she claims Riles attached a sex toy to a cabinet around March 2023. A photo from that incident was attached as part of the lawsuit. Chelan County declined to comment. Wright worked for 4 years at the county before being fired in June 2025. She's suing for damages and back pay. The new Airlift Northwest hangar at Pangbourne Memorial Airport is now more than 50% complete. The Chelan Douglas Regional Port Authority approved the 10,000 square foot, $6.2 million hangar in 2023. Construction started last summer. The hangar facility at the Executive Flight Building is slated to be completed later this summer, I should say. Airlift Northwest is an air ambulance service that flies in Washington, Oregon, and 4 other western states. Chief Air Medical Officer Jeff Ritchie says services and operations have not been disrupted during construction. Flights from the Pangbourne base serve 400 patients annually. 2 Washington Department of Commerce grants are funding the majority of the project. A water main break caused East Chelan to be without water for several hours yesterday. At around 3 p.m., residents and businesses from Highway 150 to Riverview Cemetery Road were without water. Other parts of East Chelan were being supplied water by a storage tank and were asked to conserve their use. Residents were asked to limit their water use to essential needs only and to avoid high water uses like irrigation and laundry. The city said the repairs were completed and service was restored by 7:30 p.m. When we come back, a State Department of Commerce grant is helping the Colville Confederated Tribes acquire an electric boat for use in fishing, environmental monitoring, and other pursuits. I'm Jefferson Robbins, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Stay with us.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether,
we provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
Welcome to Mountain Chick Floral, your go-to flower and plant shop in downtown Wenatchee. Explore their wide variety of unusual and fun plants. And when you buy a plant in a container, they'll pot it up for you absolutely free. Birthday or weddings, they'll create the perfect floral arrangement for you. Brighten up your office with fresh blooms delivered to your door or business. Ask about floral subscriptions. Visit Mountain Chick Floral today, where every occasion is a reason to celebrate with flowers.
Somewhere behind these doors is a family member, often alone, taking care of a loved one with Alzheimer's or some other disability, or providing care for a loved one who is not ill but only aging and no longer able to care for themselves. In the field of caregiving, this is the home front. For the home is where most Americans will live out their last days. Contact Aging and Adult Care of Central Washington for a variety of services including caregiving, meals, and medication help.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
The Colville Confederated Tribes earned a $1.1 million clean energy grant from the Washington State Department of Commerce to purchase a new electric boat. Overall, $16.8 million in grants were awarded to 22 projects in 17 tribal communities through 4 different commerce programs. The Tribal Electric Boats program provides $4.7 million to support the electrification of tribal fishing vessels, including research and patrol boats, and to fund marine charging equipment needed to power them. The Colville Tribe's all-electric passenger and workboat will have multiple uses, including salmon harvest, cultural site visits, and youth education. Well, the annual charity sale event My Girlfriend's Closet has consistently raised thousands of dollars for the Wenatchee Valley. Last year, the sale of donated, gently used apparel and accessories broke $100,000 in sales to fund nonprofit programs and scholarships. The 2026 event runs tomorrow through Sunday at the North Avenue Plaza Shopping Center in Wenatchee. The Women's Service Club of Wenatchee is the host organization. Past President Corey Batista tells us the inventory for this year is impressive.
People have donated amazing items over the course of the year. They know that when they donate items to this organization that the money is going back to help people in the community. We do have a very full, store of things, but we also have what we call a back stock or a second day. So even though you may come and shop on day 1 or day 2, there's still new items hitting the racks. And as things shuffle around, it's kind of the magic of Girlfriend's Closet. Sometimes there's really amazing designer things that are kind of buried, and as things have been shuffled around, the things that go out on Sunday are really, really great quality. We have jewelry, accessories, we have an incredible shoe department. There's things for all seasons. It's kind of fun to, spring up your wardrobe, now that we're headed into spring, though I think it's trying to still be winter. But we have lots to choose from. We have an amazing, expansive plus size department. We have petites. Again, something for everybody.
Local utility districts struggled with wind-related power outages that began early this morning. High winds contributed to broken power poles and snapped lines in the Chelan and Manson area, as well as near Bridgeport. Roughly 160 customers were left in the dark after midnight in Douglas County, along with more than 700 in the Chelan Valley. PUD crews in Manson were still working this afternoon to bring the area back online. Wind speeds were recorded at Manson as well as Pangbourne Airport at a maximum of 49 miles an hour between midnight and 7 a.m. Coming up next, Dan Kuntz is just ahead to talk about the region's windy woes. That's after our regular weekly feature, Pause for Pets, where this week's adoptees are a slightly different species from what you might be used to. The NCWLIFE Evening News continues after these messages.
The Moses Lake National RV Show is coming to the Grand County Fairgrounds starting tomorrow for 10 days. Countless manufacturers and unbeatable deals. Shop a huge selection of all the best brands of travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, and motorhomes. Shop Grand Design, Flagstaff, Gulfstream, and much more. All with massive manufacturer discounts, free admission, and you could win a new RV. Don't miss the National RV Show at the Grand County Fairgrounds. Schedule a VIP tour to save $1,000 at nationalrvshowmoseslake.com.
Whether you're a new homeowner or looking to update, Save Mart in Wenatchee has everything you need. From top-of-the-line appliances to comfy mattresses and stunning furniture that fits your style, they have it all under one roof. With great deals and expert customer service, you'll find the perfect pieces for your space and your budget. Save Mart, your local destination for quality appliances mattresses, and furniture at prices you'll love.
I'm Jen Mueller. Watch for my show, I Cook, You Measure on NCWLIFE. It's part cooking instruction, part entertainment, and all about connecting over food and wine with your favorite Northwest athletes.
Watch I Cook, You Measure with Jen Mueller Mondays at 1, Wednesdays at 2, Fridays at 11 a.m., and Saturday and Sundays at 10:30 p.m. right here on the NCWLIFE channel.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Tonight's featured adoptable animals from the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society would look a little out of place on your cat tree. Galileo and Danny are a pair of vigilant young roosters who'd love to help you shepherd your backyard flock of hens. They're in the spotlight tonight on Paws for Pets.
I'm Jess Robertson. I work here at the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society as an animal care associate, and we're here with Galileo. He is a white leghorn mix, I would say. He's about 2 years old. He came in as a stray, and he's just looking for his forever home. He's been here for, I would say, 2 weeks. He would do great with a flock of ladies. He would love to go and protect your little girlies. So I would say single rooster in your home, unless you have a bunch of chickens, but they will fight over the girls. So just either him or Danny, but I would probably not take both of them home at once. He's very talkative. Roosters usually aren't wanting to be with people as much. They want to be with their girls. So they just don't have as much handling as maybe a hen would. But I'm sure if you worked with him a little bit, he might like to be held. Danny is a Rhode Island red rooster. He's probably around 2 or 3 years old, also looking for his forever home and his flock of girlies. He came in as a stray to us as well, just like Galileo. Someone probably called it in, animal control came and scooped them up. He's about 2 or 3 years old, not exactly sure. That's what I would gauge on it. He loves his treats. Very curious fella. Some people just want it as a pet, and some have other chickens that they want to integrate the new chicken into their flock. So if you're interested in adopting Danny or Galileo, you can come down to the Humane Society any day of the week now, because we're open 7 days a week.
Give them a call at 509-662-9577 or visit their website at wenatcheehumane.org.
Yeah.
Dan Coons filling in for Grant Olson on this Thursday, and what an active weather pattern it has been for the last couple of days. As you know, power outages, trees down. Well, the worst of it is behind us, at least from a wind standpoint, but snow, not out of the question, especially early tomorrow morning. We'll touch on that. First things first, mountain passes are not being spared. They're still going to get snow all the way through Friday night. If you have mountain travel plans, you're going to be okay on Saturday and Sunday, because the snow will be tapering off Friday night overnight into early Saturday morning. There's no real snow at all in the forecast for the weekend, but still, you're going to have to deal with this for another 36 hours or so. It's been a big time amount of snow that had come down to the mountain passes. And a quick heads up, be sure to check the DOT's website, because there will be closures, probably, it's a distinct possibility, for avalanche control work, especially on Stevens Pass. They got to take care of all that stuff. What else is going on? Could get a little bit of snow here in the Wenatchee Valley on Friday morning. We could have some light snow, an inch or even less than that. But the weather is still active enough, and there's still enough moisture in the air, even though things are starting to transition already, that we can't rule out a snowflake or two in the Wenatchee Valley. The magic number is 2,000 feet. 2,000 feet and above, some snow, 2,000 feet and below, some light rain possible, especially early on Friday morning. And we're going to have a big time warm up coming in, folks, and it's going to start basically on Sunday, but really is going to get coming up on Monday. We're going to see temperatures in the mid-60s. The mountain passes at 4,000 feet. They're going to see temperatures in the mid-40s. All that snow is going to start melting, plus some rain in the Cascades. That means the area rivers and streams and creeks are going to start going up their banks. We're keeping a very close eye on Stehekin, as you know by now. But the Anaat, the Wenatchee, they're going to start getting a little more active as we see a rather significant warm-up by the middle of next week, and I'll tell you why that's happening in just a little bit. Tomorrow's highs, a little bit below normal, but not too bad. First of all, we'll talk about today. 54. Now, there's a caveat with that. That 54-degree high temperature we had today happened at about 12:30 in the morning. It's still technically March 12th, so even though it was 54 degrees for the high today, that was in the wee small hours of the morning. Then it gradually cooled down to about 43 degrees. I think a big bird just flew by my head. I hope it didn't all over me. We'll have to find out a little bit later on. And I'm loving these long days. A friendly reminder, the vernal equinox, first day of spring, is 1 week from tomorrow. Bring it on. All right, now let's talk about tomorrow's highs. And again, a little bit cooler than normal, as the temperatures have been for the last couple of days. Upper 40s in Moses Lake. The basin will be the warmest. 49 or so in Moses Lake, Ephrata, Quincy. A little bit cooler here in the Wenatchee Valley. Ellensburg is still going to be dealing with some pretty chilly overnight lows. It's going to take them a while to get to 43, and the usual suspects are applied. Omak is usually a couple of degrees warmer than the Wenatchee Valley. That's really not going to be the case tomorrow. So let's talk about what's going on. It's all been about the jet stream, which has been way out of position. It's normally over mid-British Columbia this time of the year, but no, it's right over the top of us. That talks about all the wind. We had a wind gust this morning at about 6:45 at 50 miles an hour, but the high wind watch and the high wind warning, all that stuff has expired. We're done with the wind, but we're not done with the chance of a little bit of snow in the valley tomorrow. And of course, we did have some sun breaks and some rain, both of them throughout the course of the day on this Thursday. Friday looks, again, a little cloudy and a little wet, but certainly no wind at all in the forecast. We can deal with that. Pretty benign on Saturday, not very warm, only 44 for the afternoon high. The jet stream is going to go back up where it belongs over British Columbia, and that's going to calm things down. Quite a bit of sunshine actually on Saturday and Sunday. Sunday's going to see a few more clouds, and that's really about it. And then things start changing. You heard about all that warm air down there in Southern California. It's going to seep its way up and pay us a visit overnight Sunday into Monday. Look at the difference for the high temperature between Sunday and Monday. We're going to go from 44 to 58 on Monday. That's what we're talking about. That's that warm air that's been hovering over Southern California. Record high temperatures in LA, stuff like that. That's going to work its way up to pay us a visit. 58 on Monday, mid-60s. By the time we get to Tuesday and Wednesday, that's where they're concerned about some area flooding, because it's going to be it's going to be in the mid-40s in the mountain passes. So all that snow that they've been getting all this week, it's all going to melt, and all that water has got to go somewhere. So even though it's been a very active week, very interesting week weather-wise, we're not done yet. Once we get into the mid part of next week, we could be talking about some flooding situations. Keep your fingers crossed. Hope that doesn't happen. 65 on Wednesday. Not a record high, but certainly very warm as we begin to say goodbye to winter, and we'll welcome spring officially sometime. It's like 7:30, I want to say, the vernal equinox on Friday morning of next week. From Colonial Vista Senior Living in Wenatchee's, where comfort, care, and community come together. Again, that 54-degree high was at 12:30 this morning. Then it gradually got cooler. For tonight, again, the snow level is going to be right around 1,100 feet, but most of the energy from this system will have passed by then. But we can't rule out some light snow on Friday morning, and then it would switch over to just plain rain. There's about a 60% chance of that on Friday, and we'll top off at 46. Slight chance of a rain-snow mix Friday night. Don't bet on it. We'll get down to about 30 for the overnight low, and here comes the weekend. Sunshine for the most part Saturday and a high near 44. Clouds and sun, kind of a mixed bag on Sunday with a high of about 44. Some light rain Sunday night, and then here comes the warm temperatures as the warm air comes up and pays us a visit. 58 to 65 to 65. Get ready for a pretty warm stretch as we welcome spring officially. All right, that's your weather forecast. I'll be right back in just a couple of minutes with sports. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
You trust the same doctor for your health and the same dentist for your smile. Trust Global Car Care to keep your vehicle running strong. We track your car's history so it gets the right care at the right time. With our 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty on parts and labor, you'll drive away with confidence. Global Car Care, your automotive experts. We service all makes and models, but specialize in Sprinter vans, Mercedes, Audi, Volkswagen, and BMW. Call or visit us today.
You build more than projects. You build what communities rely on. When the job site runs on results, put Kubota to work. Backed by expert service and support from your local Kubota dealer. Right now, bring home select Kubota KX Series with 0% financing available or save up to $4,800.
NCWLIFE Channel is your local TV station. We believe in being the spotlight and mirror to the communities we serve in North Central Washington. Programming on NCWLIFE would not be possible without our sponsors. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air.
Happy Thursday. The Mariners plated 7 runs against the Rockies yesterday. They maybe should have plated 4 more. Make it interesting. Colorado pulls off the victory in Cactus League action 11-7. But again, the games don't count. Cole Young continued his hot spring. He went 3 for 5. He now has at least 1 hit in 6 of his last 7 games. Louis Castillo made his 3rd start of the spring. He threw 51 pitches, 30 of those for strikes.
Here's the stretch and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Luis Castillo striking out Johnston. First strikeout of the afternoon for Luis. Here's the pitch of the way. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So Luis strikes out Machine. Second strikeout for Luis. 2 outs for the Rockies here in the top half of the second.
Here's the 1-2. Swung out and missed. Got him. Castillo gets the strikeout.
You got to save him, especially late in the game. Here's a swing and a line drive deep down the left field line, and that is going to be a fair ball in toward the corner. JP to third. He's going to be waved in. Rounding third, heading home. Up with the ball is Condon. The throw in is cut off. JP scores. We've got a tie game at 1-1. Cole Young with an opposite field double down the left field line, and the Mariners don't waste any time to tie up this game. Here's the pitch on the way, swinging a line shot off the leg of Dollander. The ball will roll out in the right field. Rounding third is Cole Young. He's heading home. Connor Joe to second. The throw to second, not in time. And the Mariners have a lead, 2-1 over the Rockies. Connor Joe hit a line shot off the leg of the pitcher, Chase Dollander. It hit him with such force, the ball ricocheted at a 90-degree angle.
Here's the 1-0. Swung on. Slow roller through the 6th hole into left field. Refsnyder will score. Garver into third base, and the Mariners add 1 more. They take the lead. It's 3-2. J.P. Crawford 2 for 2.
Yeah, that's the second time that J.P. just kind of sliced the ball the other way. Puts the ball in play. And it was wide open on the left side of the infield, so the Mariners pick up a big run here in the bottom of the third. Another great at bat by Crawford.
The game actually started really well for him. A scoreless first inning. That pitch is swung on. That is ripped high, deep, right field. Rodden's got all this one. It's onto the berm. Solo home run, Brock Rodden. This game is tied. 6-6 in the 7th.
Brock Rodden, the little guy, put a charge of that pitch out there to right field. It's always good to see.
Mariners from Mesa, Arizona, where it's really hot earlier today, taking on the Chicago Cubs. We'll have highlights and the box score tomorrow on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. What if the Seattle Kraken plan to end their 3-game losing streak tonight at home? They're going to have to do it against the team with the best record of the NHL. The Colorado Avalanche are in Seattle for a tilt with the Kraken. Seattle is 29-25-9 overall. They are 16-12-5 at home, and the Kraken have allowed 186 goals, but they've only scored 178. That means a -8 scoring differential there. Colorado is 26-5 in road games. They're 43-11-9 overall. The Avalanche have outscored everybody by 84. That's the best in the league. Tonight's game is the second meeting
of the season between these two teams. Colorado won earlier in the year 5-3. The puck will drop at 7 on both King and Kong. After the Huskies knocked off USC yesterday, they are now in the third round of the Big Ten tournament in Chicago. They took on the Wisconsin Badgers earlier today at 11:30. We'll have that score and hopefully some highlights tomorrow on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Well, the Wenatchee Wild officially eliminated from the WHL playoffs. It didn't look like they were going to make it anyway. Edmonton Oil Kings pretty much put the nail in the coffin last night. Actually, it was yesterday morning. 6-1 was the final there. So the Wild will not make the WHL playoffs. 17,000 people watched the game in Edmonton yesterday. All of them kids. It's called Hockey Hooky. All the school kids in Edmonton get to take the day off and go to a hockey game. Something that we should think about around here. So the prep spring sports season is now officially underway. They've had jamborees and exhibitions and mini games, but starting today and all the way through to the end of May, the games count, and it starts with soccer. They're on the pitch right now in Ephrata, the Ephrata Tigers welcoming Soap Lake. They got underway not too far ago. 5:30 tonight, Omak and Okanagan will do battle on those old rivals. 6 o'clock, Cascade welcomes Quincy to their pitch. Moses Lake has Ellensburg coming to Lions Field tonight at 7 o'clock. It's good to have spring sports back. And the Eastmont Wildcats welcome to Ephrata to the Sterling Fourplex. That is a girls fast pitch doubleheader. That's going on right now. The first game began at 4. It's good to have prep spring sports back. And those are just some of the games that people are playing.
And that will do it for this Thursday edition of the NCWLIFE Evening News. Remember, if you see news happening, you can let us know. Email your news tips to news@ncwlife.com or just give us a call, 888-6295. Our channel is also available on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV. I'm Jefferson Robbins. Grant Olson's Time Off continues tomorrow. I'll be back with you right here on Friday night. Thanks for watching. We'll see you then.
Kitchen that makes mouths water and jaws drop. A bedroom from a dream with a bath from a spa. A walk-in you'd never want to walk out of. A pool like the fountain of youth and a view that never gets old. When buying or selling a home of the highest standards, it's comforting to be represented by a real estate company with standards to match. Coldwell Banker Global Luxury. Live well with Coldwell.
Apple Valley Honda is bringing the future of driving to you. Introducing the all-new, all-electric Honda Prologue EV. Say goodbye to gas stations and hello to a whisper-quiet ride and zero emissions. The wait is over. Finally, a local option for a quality EV from a brand with a track record of exceptional quality and reliability. Experience the Honda Prologue EV for yourself at family-owned Apple Valley Honda. Stay close to home and visit us at Apple Valley Honda today for the life you live.